You may want to put down your fork and pick up your gym bag when you hear this next story. More than 29 million of us have diabetes. Even more shocking, a quarter of the people with the disease don't even know they have it. Joining us tonight is diabetes expert Dr. Karin Hehenberger. Dr. Hehenberger, let's start with the health side of this. I mean, are we spending too much time online? We're not going to the gym. Is that the root cause of diabetes and this huge growth number that we saw today?
Well, there are many reasons why there's a growth in the number of people with diabetes. But diet and exercise are definitely two big reasons why you develop diabetes. There is a hereditary part of it. So you do have to have a genetic predisposition to develop the disease, but you don't develop type 2 diabetes unless you're somewhat overweight and have a poor diet.
29 million of us, though, having diabetes. I mean, that is a staggering number. Obviously, there are many things that we can do to avoid, unless you've got type 1, which I understand is more hereditary, and that's insulin.
Yeah.
But type 2, Americans aren't dealing with this problem.
Exactly right. We have to take accountability, and we have to actually be accountable for our own actions. And diet, having actually a low-carb diet, keeping your weight in a normal range.
Like a target weight?
Exactly. Exercising, maybe do something daily, and keeping trying to go to the doctor and actually get a test. Because if you can get tested early on, you can prevent the disease. Your number, the 29 million, 86 million have pre-diabetes.
That's amazing to me. That's amazing to me. You all say reduce stress. Well, you know, good luck with that for a lot of us. Check your blood sugar annually. Let's talk about this, though. I was looking at the numbers, the cost to the U.S. healthcare system of diabetes, and it's staggering numbers. And this is from the American Diabetes Association. And they say that as of 2013, the total cost of diagnosed diabetes, $245 billion for 2012. It was just $174 billion back in 2007. I mean, this is a 41% increase.
Yeah, and the big portion of that is actually due to the complications of diabetes. So again, we can do stuff to actually change these numbers. Not only the incidence, the prevalence of the disease, but also the consequences of the disease. The problem with diabetes is that it's not just a disease that you treat with a drug, insulin, or oral antidiabetics, but you can develop kidney disease, you develop eye disease, 2 to 4 times higher risk of heart disease and stroke.
And these are all of the things that are, in your opinion, taxing the healthcare system as we know it right now. And these are preventable diseases. And we've talked a lot about this during, obviously, the healthcare debate. But now there's more and more discussion about changing, the regimens for those that are on diabetes, that suffer from diabetes. I mean, what would you say the one solution would be? Besides diet, what's the one solution that you would say is going to fix it?
Well, as I mentioned, diet and exercise is something that we've tried for a long time. I personally think that you have to be more accountable for the disease, which means that you actually have to perform. You set up targets and you have to actually perform. This could be linked to your insurance system as well. I mean, if you have diabetes and you are at a certain range, you have to kind of stay there.
Well, I was looking at the direct medical costs of it, and it's $176 billion. That's the number that they came out with. There's got to be a way to reduce that. What is it?
Well,
not on the patient. I'm talking about in the healthcare system.
Yeah.
And we've talked about what the patient can do. What can the healthcare system do to deal with this cost?
Well, what we can do is to help these patients and actually to get them to perform better. I mean, that is, the doctors need to have better performance. And if we put performance metrics in for doctors as well and actually have them do preventative care, that is something that we can do.
And this is why we're seeing American companies that are going in and saying, wellness programs for employees, get your preventative checkups, all that kind of stuff. All right, well, Dr. Hehenberger, thank you very much for coming in. It's a stunning new study. All right.